IC engines, ESC, reference internal combustion engines, veganation. Engine, a device which converts one form of energy, preferably chemical energy of fuel, into another form of energy, generally mechanical energy. Generally mechanical energy. 5000 BC to 10,000 BC, wheel invented by people. Water hitting wheel, water wheel. 3500 BC, water wheel. 300 AD, vertical axis water wheel. 1600, thermal energy from coal. 1775, James Watt steam engine. 1860, Otto. 1872, Otto cycle or petrol engine. 1884, diesel or diesel cycle. 1890, Ford car. 1903, Wright brothers. 1921, Frank Whittle gas turbine engine. IC engine, it's an engine in which combustion takes place inside the engine. Apart from combustion, all other process also takes place inside the engine. External combustion engine, these are engines where combustion takes place outside the engine and power is produced inside the engine. Example, steam engine. Carnot cycle. TS, TR, S1, S2, Q0, Q0, QS, QR. 1 to 2 isentropic compression, 2 to 3 isothermal heat addition, 3 to 4 isentropic expansion, 4 to 1 isothermal heat rejection. WQS minus QR. Eta is equal to efficiency is equal to W by QS is equal to QS minus QR by QS is equal to 1 minus QR by QS. QR is equal to TR into S4 minus S1. QS is equal to TS into S3 minus S2 is equal to TS into S4 minus S1. Eta is equal to 1 minus QR by QS is equal to 1 minus TR into S4 minus S1 by TS into S4 minus S1. So eta Carnot is equal to 1 minus TR by TS. Basic thermodynamic processes: isothermal, isentropic, isobaric or constant pressure, isochoric or constant volume. These two combined Carnot constant pressure, Ericsson isochoric or constant volume Stirling. According to Carnot, for maximum efficiency, heat should be added or rejected at constant temperature. Ericsson TES 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 1. These two constant temperature heat addition remains same, but these two are constant pressure. Constant pressure. All process are having heat interaction here, as it is constant pressure. Q1 to 2 is equal to Cp into T2 minus T1. Q3 to 4 is equal to Cp into T3 minus T4. T3 is equal to T2, T4 is equal to T1, Q3 to 4 is equal to Cp into T2 minus T1, where Q12 is equal to Q34. So no need of external heat interaction, internal regeneration. Eta is equal to eta C. Stirling cycle, Stirling V is equal to C, V is equal to C, T is equal to C, T is equal to C. Eta is equal to eta C, Q12 is equal to CV into T2 minus T1, Q34 is equal to CV into T3 minus T4 is equal to CV into T2 minus T1. Ericsson 2 cycle, TS constant pressure remains same, but other two are not constant temperature but constant isentropic Brayton cycle, which is nothing but Brayton cycle. Stirling to similarly instead of temperature constant yes, then it will be Otto cycle, practical cycle used in IC engines. Advantages of IC engine versus EC engines: efficiency of IC engines is higher than EC engines. Weight of IC engines is low as compared to EC engine. Power to weight ratio is high. Cost is very low. Disadvantages: noisy engines, costly fuel. IC engines, inlet valve, spark plug, exhaust valve, cylinder head, water jacket, pressure, piston rings, oil scraper, piston rod, connecting rod, crankcase, crankshaft, balance weight. The IC engine components can be broadly classified into stationary components like cylinder, cylinder head, crankcase, water jacket, inlet manifold, and exhaust manifold, rotating or moving components like piston, piston rod, connecting rod, piston rings, and flywheels and valves. Piston rings, it will be like this. Cut in the ring provided for radial movement of piston ring. Cut a ring with no cut will not move radially outward. Chromium inserts. Piston ring is used to prevent blow by of hot gases from combustion chamber to crankcase. Piston rings are set of 2 to 3 rings. These are made of cast iron with some additions to prevent corrosion of material from high temperature gases. Chromium inserts are inserted around piston ring grooves to prevent piston getting damaged by hammering of piston rings. On piston, chromium inserts are provided. Piston rings, round ring. Purpose of piston rings is to prevent blow-by of hot gases from combustion chamber to crankcase. Here combustion takes place, it won't flow to crankcase. Okay. Oil scraper. Oil scraper geometry is like this. A thin film of oil will be here. Excess oil scraped down to crankcase. Oil splashing. Oil scraper is used to scrape excess oil from cylinder liner and create very thin film of oil on cylinder liner to prevent rubbing between piston rings and cylinder liner. Grooves or dents in liner, honing of liner. Water jacket used to cool the cylinder line, which will be exposed to very high temperature in combustion chamber. These high temperature gases transfer energy in cylinder liner, and if may melt if cooling is not provided. Cooling is provided either by fins in air cooled engines or by water cooled engine and by water cooled engines. Connecting rod, it is used to convert reciprocating motion of piston into rotary motion of crankshaft. Valves, these are used to let air enter or exit from cylinder. These are always made to open inside the cylinder. If it is made outside, gases might leak in the power stroke if valves are made open outwards. Camshaft, this arrangement is used to open valves, and if it consists of camshaft, push rods, rocker arm, and a chain drive between crankshaft and camshaft. Rocker arm, push rod. Spark plug, it is used to generate spark required for combustion of air fuel mixture. Spark is generated by applying a very high voltage, high static electrostatic potential 50,000 volt across two electrodes of a spark plug. Fuel injector, it is used to inject the fuel into cylinder in diesel engine of C engine. Flywheel, it is used to reduce fluctuations in RPM of crankshaft. It provides energy to crankshaft in suction and suction, compression, and exhaust strokes. If crankshaft provides energy to flywheel in power shaft. Cast iron cylinder, water jacket, cylinder head, piston. Large ice engine, small ice engines, piston is made of aluminum alloy. Medium size engines, generator sets, railway engines. Crankshaft, camshaft, connecting rods are all pins, forged steel. Walls, stellite coating, core, nickel or chromium alloy. TDC, top dead center or outer dead center, which is at top. BDC, bottom dead center or inner dead center, which is at bottom. TDC, it is the position of piston when it is farthest distance from crankshaft axis. It is also called as inner dead center. BDC, it is position of piston when it is nearest to crankshaft axis. It is also called as outer dead center. At TDC, clearance volume, diameter D, stroke L. Stroke, it is defined as distance traveled by piston when it is moving from one DC to another DC, denoted by length, denoted by L. Clearance volume, it is defined as volume of gases in cylinder when piston is at TDC, which is VC. Swept volume Vs is equal to AP into L is equal to pi by 4 D square into LS, defined as volume displaced by piston when moving from one DC to another DC. Clearance volume Vc by Vs is equal to C, which is generally 0.03 to 0.05, defined as ratio of clearance volume to swept volume. Mean effective pressure, it is defined as that pressure which if acted on piston for one full stroke would produce the same work as by as produced by actual cycle. P min is equal to W net by Vs. Compression ratio gamma is equal to total volume by clearance volume is equal to Vt by Vc is equal to Vs plus Vc by Vc is equal to 1 plus Vs by Vc is equal to 1 by is equal to 1 plus 1 by C. Compression ratio R is equal to V total volume by clearance volume. Ignition of fuel, solid coal, more energy is required to break the bond and convert it into fuel. Liquid petroleum, gases methane. Initiation of combustion. CH4 plus O2 gives rise to CO2 plus H2O plus energy. First energy is 100 kilojoule is provided to break bonds between CH4 CH4 100 CH4 CH4. Combustion not possible as energy provided to break bonds is not sufficient if it is 50-50. If it is 50-50, okay. Flash point of fuel, it is minimum temperature of fuel at which it will catch fire and these vapors will flash momentarily. Combustion would not be sustained at this point as energy released by flashes would not be sufficient enough to continue the chain reaction. Flame point, minimum temperature of fuel at which it will catch fire and continue combustion if provided with the external spark or flame. Auto ignition, it is minimum temperature at which fuel vapors will catch fire on its own even if we don't provide a flame or spark. Four-stroke Otto cycle starts from figure 1. When the piston is at TDC, suction stroke is about to begin. Exhaust valve is closed and inlet valve is just opened. On the movement of piston from TDC to BDC, fresh air fuel mixture is going to enter the cylinder through carburetor. The movement of piston from TDC to BDC will constitute a stroke known as suction stroke. When the piston is completed first stroke, it will be at BDC as shown in figure 2. At BDC, inlet valve is closed. The piston is going to move towards BDC, leading to compression stroke. Both valves remain closed during motion of piston since there is no mass flow in or out of cylinder, and volume is going to reduce. Compression of air fuel mixture will take place. During compression, pressure and temperature of air fuel mixture will increase and stroke will be completed when piston is at TDC. After compression, when piston is at the TDC with both valves closed, or a spark is generated through the spark plug. Due to this spark, ignition is taken up combustion products. This heat will increase the temperature and pressure of combustion products since heat is added with when the piston is at TDC. The process is also called constant volume heat addition process. At the end of heat addition, hot gases pushes the piston down TDC to BDC. Expansion of combustion gases. This downward motion of piston is expansion or power stroke. At the end of power stroke, piston will be at BDC and heat rejection will start. When the piston is at BDC as shown in figure 5, the combustion products which are at higher pressure and temperature then atmosphere start moving out through exhaust valve. Since the hot gases carrying heat moving out, the process is known as a heat rejection process, and it takes place when the piston is still at BDC. Since there is no change in volume when this process is happening, it is also called constant volume heat rejection. Around 60 to 70% of combustion products leaves during this process, and after this piston starts moving towards TDC. In this upward motion, piston will start pushing the exhaust gases present in cylinder, and this movement from BDC to TDC is exhaust stroke. During exhaust stroke, exhaust valve remains open and inlet valve remains closed, and spark is absent. And spark is absent. Stroke ends when the piston is at TDC. At this moment, one cycle is completed, and next cycle will start. Since there are four strokes used for completion of cycle, the cycle is called as four-stroke cycle. PS V 0 to 1 VS 0 to 1 suction stroke, 1 to 2 isentropic compression, 2 to 3 constant volume heat addition, 3 to 4 constant isentropic expansion, 4 to 1 constant volume heat rejection, 1 to 0 exhaust. Compression ratio V1 by V2 is equal to Vc plus Vs by Vc is equal to 1 plus Vs by Vc is equal to 1 plus 1 by C. C clearance ratio. Two-stroke engine, they are more powerful than four-stroke, but efficiency is very poor, either small vehicles or for larger ships. Two-stroke engine layout is shown in figure, and it is similar to four-stroke engine in design with four following modification. Valves are replaced by ports: inlet valve and exhaust port. Additional port known as transfer port, which transfers air fuel mixture from crankcase to cylinder. This is transfer port used in crankcase to cylinder. Spark plug, this is exhaust port. Crank connecting rod, piston rod, this is spark plug. Here cylinder, water jet plus liner. Piston of two-stroke engine has long skirt as compared to four-stroke engine. Skirt is used to keep exhaust port and transfer port closed during movement of piston between two ports, and prevent air-fuel mixture from escaping through the exhaust port. This skirt is made bigger so that it won't escape from exhaust port. Okay. Constant one at first here it will be like this: constant volume heat addition, then only power stroke it will move. Power plus exhaust at 120 degrees, power plus exhaust, trans transfer plus exhaust. From here transfer will takes place. This is inlet, transfer plus exhaust plus power. Then after 130 degrees, only exhaust will be taking place. Then exhaust will be taking place. Okay. Then here suction. Suction here, compression, it's sucked. Compression, suction 90 degrees before TDC. In figure 1, piston is at TDC and spark is provided through the spark plug. This starts combustion and heat addition. Heat is added when piston is still at TDC. Due to this process, it is also called constant volume heat addition process. When the piston is at TDC, inlet valve is open. Inlet valve is open. TDC inlet valve is open. So here air will from here air will enter. Uh, After heat addition, power stroke starts. Piston moves from TDC to BDC. Piston moves from TDC to BDC. when around piston is at 40 to 45 degrees from TDC, exhaust port closes. And it is around 40 to 45 degrees, exhaust port closes. It moves continuously towards BDC. After 120 degrees from TDC, exhaust port opens and high pressure exhaust gases start moving out of the cylinder to exhaust port. At 120 degrees, it will open and exhaust gases go out. As piston moves further 10 degrees, that is 130 degrees after TDC, transfer port opens and fresh air fuel mixture starts entering into cylinder from crankcase. As piston as piston continues its movements, fresh air fuel mixture enters the cylinder and exhaust gases will be moving out of cylinder. This continues up to piston around 50 degrees after BDC. Around 50 degrees after BDC. Okay. When the piston is at 50 degrees after BDC, the transfer port starts closing and piston will continue towards TDC. When the piston is at 60 degrees from BDC, exhaust port closes. In this time period between closing of transfer port and exhaust port, some of fuel air mixture will leave the cylinder without getting burnt. This unburnt air fuel mixture is the reason for lower efficiency for two-stroke as engine as compared to four-stroke engine. When exhaust port has closed, piston will continue its movement towards TDC and compression stroke starts. It will continue till the time piston is at TDC. In the meantime, when piston is at location after around 90 degrees after BDC, inlet valve opens and due to vacuum in crankcase, fresh air fuel mixture will enter crankcase. Lubrication system in case of two-stroke engines is very different from four-stroke engine. There is no dedicated lubrication system. Lube oil is mixed with fuel oil and it enters the cylinder with air fuel mixture. When it is in cylinder and as air touches the cylinder liner, the lube oil particles stick to the liner and lubrication is provided. This lube oil will be burnt when with fuel oil during power stroke, and a fresh fuel will be created as new air fuel mixture enters the cylinder. Scavenging in two-stroke engine cross flow it enter from here it will leave like this exhaust photo loop flow. From here it will leave like this loop flow possible only for small engine. Uniflow exhaust valve here, so supercharger from atmosphere. Uniflow scavenging exhaust valve. Cylinder liner will be like this. In two-stroke engine, the process of removing exhaust gases from the cylinder and replacing it with fresh air is called scavenging. In conventional designs, cross-flow scavenging is used where crowning of piston was done to prevent fresh air fuel mixture from escaping to exhaust port. Due to this crowning, some unbalanced forces increased, which led to severe vibration in engine. This design was modified by keeping exhaust and transport port in same side of liner. This method is known as loop scavenging due to presence of loop as air travels from transport port to exhaust port. This method significantly reduced the unburnt fuel air mixture that was escaping the cylinder escaping without doing any work. In large two-stroke cylinder engines, an even efficient method of scavenging called uniflow scavenging is developed. Here, the exhaust port is replaced by exhaust valve which is fitted at center of cylinder head. Modification in the design of transfer port, that is, it has been made in shape where it will provide swirly motion it to incoming air. This swirly motion of air will be helpful in throwing all combustion products out of cylinder, and it will also cool cylinder lines as cooled air comes in contact with cylinder lines. Comparison of 2 and 4 stroke. 4 stroke, 2 stroke, number of strokes to complete cycle 4, 2, 2 revolutions, 1 revolution. Efficiency 4 stroke more, this is less. Power developed less, more. Lubrication, dedicated lubrication system, 2 stroke by mixing lube oil with fuel. Pollution 4 stroke less, 2 stroke high. Flywheel 4 stroke large, 4 2 stroke small. Cylinder, TDC. Actual graph will be like this: 70 to 80 bar TDC cylinder. Here crank, this is crankcase. Exhaust opens, transfer port opens, exhaust closes, transfer closes, suction, suction opens. Analysis of Otto cycle. Air standard assumptions: air is only working substance throughout the cycle, and there is no change in chemical composition of air. Cp, Cv, gamma of air remain constant in cycle. No heat or friction losses as in cycle. So V1 to V2, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 1. R is equal to V1 by V2, 1 to 2 isentropic compression process. P1 V1 power gamma is equal to P2 V2 power gamma. P2 is equal to P1 into R power gamma. T1 V1 power gamma minus 1 is equal to T2 V2 power gamma minus 1. T2 is equal to T1 R power gamma minus 1. T2 is equal to T1 R power gamma minus 1, 2 to 3, a constant volume heat addition. PV is equal to MRT, P3 by P2 is equal to T3 by T2, amount of heat added per unit mass. QS is equal to CV into T3 minus T2. P3 V3 power gamma minus 1 is equal to P4 V4 power gamma minus 1. P3 is equal to P4 into the R power gamma minus 1. T3 by T4 is equal to R power gamma minus 1. T2 by T1 is equal to T3 by T4. Constant volume process. PV4 by P1 is equal to T4 by T1. Amount of heat rejected QR is equal to CV into T4 minus T1. Eta overall is equal to W net by QS is equal to 1 minus T4 minus T1 by T3 minus T2. As all are constant, as QRQS is constant volume, CV is used, it will be cancelled. Is equal to 1 minus T1 by T2 into T4 by T1 minus 1 by T1 T3 by T2 minus 1, which will be cancelled out. So finally it is equal to 1 minus T1 by T2 is equal to 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1, where R is compression ratio. Diesel cycle for diesel engine. Fuel tank, fuel pump, air only in suction stroke. 0 to 1 suction stroke, 1 to 2 isentropic compression, 2 to 3 constant pressure heat addition, 3 to 4 isentropic expansion, 4 to 1 constant volume heat rejection, 1 to 0 exhaust stroke. In diesel engines, fuel injection process is used instead of spark plug. A fuel injector is used. It injects fuel into cylinder when piston is around TDC. In compression stroke, diesel cycle, all processes are similar to Otto except heat addition process. In suction stroke, only air enters cylinder. In compression stroke, this air gets compressed as piston moves from BDC to TDC. Fuel is injected at the end. Due to auto ignition temperature, ignition takes place as fuel absorbs heat from high temperature compressed air. With more and more fuel being injected into cylinder, heat released by try to increase the pressure of combustion products, but movement of piston towards BDC try to reduce this pressure. The cumulative effect of these two create conditions such that pressure inside cylinder remains constant till the time the fuel is injected into cylinder. Due to this process of heat addition at constant pressure, the cycle is sometimes called constant pressure heat addition cycle, or diesel cycle. The point at which fuel is stopped is called cutoff point. R is equal to compression ratio V2 by V1, RC is equal to cutoff ratio V3 by V2, RE is equal to expansion ratio is equal to V4 by V3. R is equal to RC into RE. 1 to 2 P1 V1 power gamma is equal to P2 V2 power gamma, P2 by P2 is equal to P1 R power gamma, T2 by T1 is equal to R power gamma minus 1. 2 to 3 P3 is equal to P2 is equal to P1 R power gamma, T3 is equal to T1 into R power gamma minus 1 into RC. QS is equal to CP into T3 minus T2 is equal to Cp into T1 R power gamma minus 1 into Rc minus 1. 3 to 4. P4 is equal to P1 R power gamma Rc power gamma. T4 is equal to T1 Rc power gamma. Q rejected is equal to Cv into T4 minus T1. Q rejected is equal to Cv into T1 into Rc power gamma minus 1. Eta is equal to Qs minus Q rejected by Qs. Eta is equal to Cp into T1 into R power gamma minus 1 into Rc minus 1 minus Cv into T1 into Rc power gamma minus 1 by Cp into T1 into R power gamma minus 1 into Rc minus 1. Cp by Cv is gamma, so 1 efficiency finally 1 is equal to 1 minus 1 by gamma R power gamma minus 1 into Rc power gamma minus 1 by Rc minus 1. Calorific value MFCV is equal to M1C1 into T2 minus T1 plus M2CW into T2 minus T1 plus M3C3 into T2 minus T1. MFCV is equal to T2 minus T1 into M1C1 plus M2C2 plus so on M3C3. MFCV IC engine work developed indicated work, mechanical work, frictional losses, shaft or brake work WC. Cv is equal to MW CW into T2 minus T1 by MF. MW water equivalent, CW specific heat 4.18 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Indicated thermal efficiency eta ITH is equal to indicated work by heat supplied. Brake thermal efficiency is equal to brake power by heat supplied. Eta mechanical brake power is equal to brake power by indicated power. Calorific value of fuel is defined as amount of heat released when 1 kg of fuel burnt completely in presence of oxygen. There are two calorific values defined for any fuel. Higher calorific value is the amount of heat released when the whole of water present in combustion products have been converted into liquid. Lower calorific value is the amount of heat released when water in combustion product is in gaseous phase. Bomb calorimeter measures higher calorific value of the fuel. In normal day-to-day life, we always use lower calorific value for our calculation. RPM is equal to N, RPS is equal to N by 60. K cylinders in an engine, 4 stroke. Work done in a cycle is equal to P mean into Vs. Power is equal to work done per cycle into number of cycles per 1 second per cylinder is equal to P mean into Vs into N by 120. 2 as 2 rotations 1 cycle. Power developed by engine is equal to P mean into L into A into N into K by 120. 2 stroke power per cylinder is equal to P mean into Vs into N by 60 by engine is equal to P mean into LA N K by 60. SFC specific fuel consumption, mass of fuel required to produce unit power output. SFC is equal to MF dot by P is equal to kg per second by kilojoule per second is equal to 1 unit kilowatt hour per unit kilowatt energy is equal to 3600 kilojoule. SFC is equal to kg per kilojoule. SFC is equal to 3600 kg per kilowatt hour. SFC is equal to MF dot by P into 3600 kg per kilowatt hour. Morse key test cutoff is done. Four engines, IP1 plus IP2 plus IP3 plus IP4 minus F is equal to BPO. First engine cut off, then IP2 plus IP3 plus IP4 minus F is equal to BP1. So on one, so on 2, 3, 4 cut off, everything will be there. IP1 is equal to BPO minus BP1, IP2 is equal to BPO minus BP2, so on IP4. Uh, on IP4. Multi-cylinder test, Morse-key test, single cylinder test, Morse-key test, multi um, multi can test also be done. Motor test, IP0, then BP is equal to minus FP, current and potential. Individual cylinders, single cylinder, 1, 2, 3, 4, FP1, frictional power for a cylinder only, for one cylinder only. Now with two cylinders, FP2 is measured, FP cylinder 2 is equal to FP2 minus FP1, FP2, FP for 1 and 2 together, FP3, FP for 1, 2, 3 together, FP4, FP for 1, 2, 3, 4 together. Motoring test, it is performed to calculate frictional power while running at same RPM. An external motor is connected and both are made to rotate at RPM where we want to calculate FP of engine. The power supplied by motor to the engine directly gives frictional power. Williams test for diesel engine, total fuel consumption MF dot to BP. It will be a straight line. Why diesel? Because diesel SFC power, it will be like this. In this, SFC is equal to MF by power. Graph con would be constant linear here. MF dot is equal to SFC into power. But in SI engine, SFC power, it will be like this. It will be a point here. It is not linear. If we construct MF dot versus P, William line test is only for diesel engines. In this test, a graph of total fuel consumption MF dot versus brake power is made, and a line is drawn passing through all points. The point at which line cuts the BP axis gives frictional power. How generally performed for CA engine, because SFC in CA engine remains almost constant for different brake powers. This is for okay. Supercharging, inlet manifold, exhaust manifold, to atmosphere, inlet manifold 1.5 to 1.6 atmosphere, from atmosphere compressed air supercharger. BP. Okay. Inlet manifold, exhaust manifold, silencer, atmosphere. BP is equal to IP minus FP minus power required by supercharger. Conventional IC engines having very low BP need to increase the power output of engine. To increase power output, more fuel is added per cycle. To burn this increased fuel, more air is added. This air can be provided if pressure of intake air is increased. This process of increasing pressure of air is known as supercharging. This is achieved by using a centrifugal compressor before the engine, which takes air from atmosphere and compresses it to increase the pressure and density. This increased pressure will occupy more mass of for same volume, and it will send to engine inlet manifold. The mass is larger than non-supercharged engine, and by increasing the amount of fuel injection, we can get more power. Supercharger is a centrifugal compressor, and it can be run in if power is provided to it by couple shaft of engine, then that process is called supercharger. Case 2, the second method is increasing pressure of air, is known as turbocharging. In this process, high temperature gases from exhaust manifold of engine are passed through a turbine which will produce some work by expanding these gases to atmosphere pressure. This work will be used to run compressor, and this method of air charging is known as turbocharging. It is a combination of turbine and supercharger. In case of supercharged engine, the temperature of air leaving supercharger is around 50 degrees to 60 degrees centigrade higher than normal temperature. If this increased temperature of air is directly sent to cylinder, the density benefit might not be sufficient as we want for supercharged engine, and also the temperature seen in motorcycle would be increased, and they might go beyond allowable limit for cylinder material. The temperature can go beyond material limit and damage the components. To protect the system from this high temperature and to get a density benefit, we add an intercooler between engine and supercharger. This will reduce the temperature of compressed air and will send it to the cylinder. The temperature of air leaving intercooler is roughly 4 to 5 degrees hotter than atmospheric air. PV, here it will be increased here, but temperature will be same. Supercharged, this pressure will increase. Here also supercharged cycle added work benefit. This is non-supercharged cycle. Work consumed is this thing is work consumed. This positive, this work will be used by supercharger. This work will be used by supercharger. dP by dV is equal to minus gamma p by v. Slope of PV diagram. For supercharged cycle, the net work done by cycle is higher than work for non-supercharged engine. We will get a positive work cycle in suction and exhaust stroke, but this work will be used in running the supercharger. Turbocharger, only this work will be there. The small work portion will be small. Volumetric efficiency eta V is equal to volume of air entering by swept volume is equal to mass of air entering in actual condition by mass of air that will enter in theoretical Otto cycle non-supercharged. MA is equal to PA Vs by RTA. MAT is equal to PAT Vs by RAT greater than 100% for supercharged engine. Comparison between cycles. CR is same and heat provided is same, and then heat added, if draw the diagrams, heat added diesel is equal to heat added dual is equal to heat added Otto. Heat rejected diesel greater than heat rejected dual greater than heat rejected Otto. Work done diesel less than work done dual less than work done Otto. So eta diesel less than eta dual less than eta Otto. Q is equal to Cp dt, ds is equal to Cp dt by t, ds by dt is equal to Cp by t. dt by ds is equal to t by cp, t by cp. Okay. When compression ratio is same, eta Otto greater than eta diesel, UL greater than eta diesel, then compression ratio is there in the same maximum temperature and pressure condition limited by material. HR diesel equal to HR dual is equal to HR Otto. So eta diesel greater than eta dual greater than eta Otto. Same maximum pressure and heat input. So eta Otto less than eta dual less than eta diesel. Same maximum pressure and work done. Work done Otto is equal to diesel is equal to dual. Eta diesel greater than eta dual greater than eta Otto. If compression ratio is fixed, eta Otto is highest if compression ratio is variable. Eta diesel is higher. Fuels, hydrocarbons, straight chain, saturated paraffins used mostly in IC engines, very stable. Unsaturated olefins, oils, gummy deposits. Cycle chain, highly reactive, highly explosive, unstable. Saturated naphthalenes, relatively stable but explosive. Unsaturated aromatic, example TNT, highly explosive, toluene TNT. Petrol is not 100% saturated. It is also having 4 to 5% of aromatic compounds like benzene, hence pollution. Reaction of fuel C3H8 plus 5O2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus 4H2O. Complete combustion, sufficient air stoichiometric equation. 44 grams, 160 grams, and 204 grams, 204 grams total. In atmosphere, 21% of O2 and 79% of N2 by volume, 23% of O2 and plus 77% of N2 by mass. One mole O2, 79 by 21 mole N2. While supplying O2, we are also supplying N2. C3H8 plus 5 O2 plus 79 by 21 N2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus 4H2O plus 5 into 79 by 21 N2. Incomplete combustion, C3H8 plus 4CO2 gives rise to CO2 plus CO plus Ca plus H2O. Excess air, C3H8 plus 6O2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus H2O plus O2. CO and C, products of incomplete combustion. Stoichiometric ratio, mass of air by mass of fuel. Mass of air by mass of fuel. Here in above example, 686.6 by 44 is equal to 15.6. Petrol, stoichiometric air fuel ratio 14.7. It is the amount of air required to completely burn 1 kg of fuel. For normal IC engine fuels, this ratio is around 15. If air fuel ratio is higher than stoichiometric air fuel ratio, then excess air is present in combustion reaction, and if air fuel ratio is less than stoichiometric, then insufficient air in combustion, and we would see carbon monoxide and C in the products. Stoichiometric air fuel ratio, if A by F greater than stoichiometric, then lean mixture. A by F less than stoichiometric, rich mixture. If F by A less than stoichiometric, lean mixture. F by A greater than stoichiometric, rich mixture. Pi is equal to equivalence ratio is equal to F by A actual condition by F by A stoichiometric condition. Pi stoichiometric is equal to 1. Pi less than 1, lean mixture. Pi greater than 1, rich mixture. IC engine stoichiometric, starting 3.5 to 9, idling 6 to 9, acceleration 12 to 13, cruising 15 to 16. 15 to 16, okay. Acceleration cruising more, idling 6 to 9. Composition, pi and NOx it will be like this, HC it will be like this, CO it will be like this. Composition, pi, this is air fuel mixture ratio, this is pi, CO, HC. Maximum slightly by lean, maximum and NOx slightly by lean. Two-way converter, CO plus HC, catalyst platinum O2 palladium, CO2 plus H2O, two-way catalytic converter. Pressure, combustion in SI engine, pressure 160 degrees, 172, 180, 192, 200. 1, 2, 3. Spark is provided at 160 degrees. Pressure will start rise from 172 degrees. That is after some time of spark ignition. 1, preparatory phase. 2, flame propagation. 3, alternating. Three-way converter, NOx, CO, HC, NOx, N2 plus O2, rhodium, palladium. N2 plus O2 plus Hc plus CO2, O2, N2 plus CO2 plus H2O, three-way converter. Motoring curve, it is curve traced by pressure in a cylinder when there is no combustion taking place, only compression and expansion of air fuel mixture is seen in motoring. Preparatory phase, it is if a spark is provided to the engine, the p theta curve will be shown as shown in figure above. At an instant when crank is at 160 degrees above BDC, spark is provided. The spark will provide energy to some fuel particles in vicinity of it. This energy will increase temperature of fuel particles in vicinity of spark plug and their combustion takes place. During combustion, some energy is released by burning particles and it will not be sufficient enough to increase pressure inside cylinder, but at instant where first set of particles burnt, the energy released is taken up by particles which are in vicinity of these burnt particles. When these new set of particles receives heat, their temperature increases and they starts burning. When these new set of particles burnt, tremendous amount of energy is released and pressure starts rising in the cylinder. This type of the time interval between initiation of spark and pressure rise is generally termed as preparatory phase of combustion. This is the first phase. Flame front, due to sparking, combustion of fuel particles takes place, and at one instant there will be many particles burning. And if a line is joined passing through all these burning particles, we get a curve at which fire is present, and this line is known as flame front. And this line is known as flame front. Flame propagation phase: after formation of first flame front, the flame particles in vicinity of this flame front absorbs heat and starts burning. When these particles are burning, another flame front will be formed, but it appears that same flame has reached the new locations. This movement of flame front is known as propagation of flame front. This continuous burning of particles constitute phase 2 of combustion, and this is known as flame propagation. This phase will continue till time piston is around 10 to 12 degrees after TDC. After burning, when flame propagation phase has completed, roughly around 90 to 95% of fuel is burnt. Remaining fuel particles will burn after this phase, but heat released would be insufficient to increase the pressure, and we see a decrease in pressure. This phase is called after burning phase, and it continues till location when piston is around 20 degrees after TDC. From here, it keeps on decreasing. Knocking in SI engine. Flame front here, flame and that flame front meeting together. Complementary flame front. Here knocking highest is knocking occurs. Pressure wave movement. Whenever a fuel particle burns, some energy is released, and this energy travels in all directions in the form of pressure wave. These pressure waves, while moving forward, generally compress the air particles coming in its way. Whenever a flame front propagates, there is some energy released, and this energy will dissipate through pressure wave in cylinder. When this pressure wave reaches end charge, then I try to compress the charge. In this compression process, if temperature of end charge reaches above ignition end charge will start. This ignition of end charge will create a flame front which will be traveling upward. The end charge flame front moving upward meets the flame front produced from spark plug. This meeting of two flame fronts produces significant energy which will be dissipated in the form of high pressure wave, and this wave will interact with the cylinder components and produces hammering. This hammering effect is called by the name knocking or pinging. Due to knocking, severe stress are produced in engine components, and they may fail if subjected to continuous knocking. Generally, knocking is produced around the end of propagation. Factors affecting knocking: auto ignition temperature of fuel. It should be very high to prevent knocking. Compression ratio T2 by T1 is equal to R power gamma minus 1. Here 9 to 12 for SI engine. To reduce knocking, CR should be as low as possible, because if CR is more, temperature will be more. Another auto ignition flame front may increase. Inlet temperature of air, increase in inlet temperature of air increases tendency of knocking. T2 is equal to T1 R power gamma minus 1. Increase in suction pressure, P increases, T1 increases, T2 increases, knocking increases. Supercharger is not used in SI engines. No intercoolers are used in general purpose. Increasing load on engine due to heat interaction between cylinder and suction air. T1 increases, T2 increases. Loading, knocking increases. Increase in turbulence or speed, tendency of knocking reduces as the end charge will be blown away by cold air in a cylinder. Cylinder dimensions, knocking tendency increases if stroke length is large. L 12 to 15. So L should be less, but VS becomes slower. So increase area. Twin spark plug engine and charger. Twin spark plug is like this at this end, at this end. Advancing spark would take intake conditions, feasible pre-ignition, severe knocking. Location of spark plug. Generally, spark plug is placed nearer to exhaust valve, because here already high temperature exhaust valve will be there. So flame, to not meet the flame fronts, it is placed near the exhaust valve. Combustion in CI engine. Fuel tank, fuel pump, fuel injection, liquid gas atomization, combustion. P 160 degrees, 172 degrees, 180 degrees, 192 degrees, 200. Actual combustion 1, 2, 3, 4. MF dot theta. Uncontrollable combustion, dipping in fuel injector. In diesel engines, only air is taken from inside the cylinder, and suction stroke of spark plug of Otto engine is replaced by fuel injector. In diesel engine, high pressure fuel from fuel pump is sent to the injector, where it is made to pass through very fine walls. While passing through these walls, liquid fuel is converted into very fine mist. The process of conversion of liquid fuel into fine mist is called atomization. Normal pressures of the fuel at time of injection are around 300 to 600 bar. When fuel enters into cylinder in the form of mist, its velocity is very high. Due to this, fuel particles penetrate into cylinder where air temperature is higher than the auto ignition temperature of fuel. Then they receive heat from high temperature and air and gets converted into vapor. On further heat received, their temperature increases up to auto ignition temperature. This time period between injection of fuel and reaching auto ignition temperature is called physical delay. After reaching auto ignition temperature, they burn and release heat. This time period between reaching auto ignition temperature and releasing heat is called chemical delay. Physical and chemical delay together constitute to phase 1 of combustion, also known as ignition delay. When heat is released from first set of particles, cylinder temperature increases and pressure increases. This heat is taken by fuel particles present in the cylinder at that moment. These fuel particles will burn together, and this phase of combustion is called uncontrolled combustion, and heat is released. This moment, this and of this movement, temperatures are very high as compared to auto ignition temperature of fuel. When next set of fuel particles enter, they encounter very high temperature and burn in as soon as they enter the cylinder. This phase is known as controlled combustion. In this phase, pressure inside cylinder remains almost constant. When last batch of fuel particles burn, heat released is not sufficient to keep a constant pressure and a decrease in pressure. This phase is called afterburning. This phase is called afterburning. Okay. Knocking in CI engine, if due to some reason there is delay in combustion of a particular batch of fuel, the more batches of fuel gets accumulated in the cylinder. This accumulation of fuel result in the simultaneous combustion of fuel particles and releases high energy. This high energy may be beyond allowable limits of cylinder, and knocking takes place. It is common in uncontrollable explosion combustion phase. Factors affecting knocking in CI engine: auto ignition, temperature of fuel, it should be as low as possible, no delay. Diesel 170 to 180 degrees. Compression ratio, it should be very high. T2 will be high. CR 20 to 25. Increasing inlet temperature of fuel, yes, T1 increases, T2 increases, knocking decreases. Increasing inlet pressure, P1 increases, P2 increases, T1 and T2 increases, knocking reduces. Increasing load on engine, T1 increases, T2 increases, knocking reduces. Increasing speed or turbulence, if could smear fuel particles, small knocking tendency at high turbulence. Advancing fuel injection, less heat exchange between fuel and air due to lower temperature of air inside cylinder, knocking increases. Cylinder dimensions cannot affect knocking in CI engine. Ratings of fuel, octane number, octane number is equal to 100. Isooctane 2 comma 2 comma 4 trimethyl pentane doesn't produce any octane, isooctane. N-heptane CCCCC, octane number is equal to 0, worst fuel. For a temperature 675 degrees highest. Sample fuel isooctane plus N-heptane, engine 1, engine 2. On fuel, octane number of a fuel is defined as percentage volume of isooctane in a mixture of fuel containing isooctane and N-heptane, which will have same knocking tendency as that of sample fuel. Isooctane is assigned as octane number of 100 and N-heptane is having octane number of 0. Octane number, load on engine, research octane number when engine is very small and it is lightly loaded, Indian engine 90. Motor octane number, sample tested on a motor vehicle 88. Ideal fuel should not respond to load. Fuel sensitivity to load is equal to RON minus MON. Anti-knock index is equal to RON plus MON by 2 is equal to 89. C10 number, fuel rating for CI engine, C10 C16 H34. C10 number is equal to 100. Alpha methyl naphthalene, CN is equal to 0. 2 benzene type 1 C10 methyl. C10 number, CN is equal to 60 minus ON by 2. USA 40 to 50, Europe 50 to 60, India 48 to 51. C10 number is defined as percentage by volume of C10 in a mixture of C10 and alpha methyl naphthalene, which will have same tendency of knocking as fuel. Alternate fuels, CNG, CH4, compressed natural gas, CH4, lightest LPG, C4H10, primarily butane, yellow color, shale gas, alcohols, 20% alcohol plus petrol, biodiesels, Jethrofa, first generation cash crops, Jethrofa, second generation waste products, molasses used vegetable oil, third generation fuel from algae, fourth generation directly from sunlight. Performance number, PN greater than 100. Aircraft's jet turbine fuel, PN is equal to 130. White kerosene, high calorific value, larger temperature. Carburetor, fuel tank, air, choke, throat of carburetor, orifice, needle, air vessel, equalizing valve, needle, float chamber, fuel will be coming out here. fuel valve, orifice, laser throttle, suction inlet valve, suction valve, cylinder. Carburetor, two sections, main unit and float chamber. Main unit is attached to the engine at inlet by a pipe known as intake manifold. When suction takes place, the vacuum inside cylinder extends to main unit through intake manifold. When this vacuum reaches main unit, it pulls the atmospheric air inside the cylinder. The area of CS the area of CS of main unit decreases in direction of airflow, and section where the area is known as area is known as throat or venturi. The area from float chamber flows into main unit through a pipe, and this fluid flow is known as material jet. Okay, the metering jet. The metering jet enters through orifice attached to the end of pipe into main unit discharge orifice. After entering fuel with air in a mixing chamber before float chamber is to maintain a constant level of fuel. Floats on surface with a needle valve to control level of fuel. Following process take place for fuel during mixing with air. Atomization, it is achieved by passing fuel through discharge orifice. Vaporization, fuel droplets enter after entering main undergoes a phase change and gets converted into vapor. This process helps in reducing the physical delay of fuel in case of SI engines. For air, P1 by rho Ag plus V1 square by 2G plus H1 is equal to P2 by rho Ag plus V2 square by 2G plus H2. H1 is equal to H2, V2 is equal to root of P2 into P1 minus P2 by rho A. M theoretical is equal to rho A AT into V. M actual is equal to CdA rho A AT into V. M actual air is equal to CdA AT into root of P2 minus P1 into rho A. For fuel, H4 is will always be above H3. It shouldn't be equal also. Generally, height difference will be 4 to 5 meters. So similarly, H3 is equal to H4. V4 is equal to root of P3 minus 2 into P3 minus P4 into rho F. M theoretical is equal to rho F into AF V4. M actual is equal to CDF rho F AF V4. Finally, MF is equal to CD of AF root of 2 rho F into P1 minus P2. A by F is equal to MA by MF is equal to CDA AT CDA AT root rho A by CD of AF root rho F is equal to C into root of rho A by rho F. A by F directly proportional to root of rho A by rho F. Brake dynamometer hinge L1 L2 mgf. L1 into R radial force is equal to mg into L2. R is equal to mg L2 by L1. F is equal to mu R is equal to mu mg L2 by L1. Friction torque is equal to F into R is equal to mu mg L2 by L1 into R. Frictional power is equal to E into omega is equal to mu mg L2 by L1 into R into 2 pi n by 60. Fp is equal to Bp is equal to mu g L2 by L1 into R into 2 pi R n by 60 into M. Bp is equal to M into C. If n rpm in x-axis, Bp will be like this, increases and then decreases. Ip also increases and then decreases. It will be like this. E time decreases. IP decreases after some time, after some high RPM due to improper combustion. E time decreases due to increase in FP. As N increases, FP increases. Solid injection in SI engine, petrol injector directly A by air outside the cylinder. Petrol injection, okay. The air outside the cylinder. CI engine, CRDA, common rail direct injection. Diesel in petrol does not mix properly, then if it enters severe knocking. Petrol in diesel does not burn at all. TL tetraethyl lead PbCH3 4.